Good morning, guys. Hello, how's everyone doing? I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. I am doing so good. This week hasn't been that bad, actually, so I'm grateful for that. Yeah, this week was pretty good. I didn't have to work so hard, especially on Wednesday. We only had one house. I got an unexpected birthday present on Wednesday. Gosh. So, I've been discussing whether or not if I should get a phone or a camera lens this year, which one would I prefer? And I decided I wanted the camera lens. Okay, well, that hasn't happened yet. We tried to yesterday get the camera lens, but they didn't have it in Best Buy and they don't have them in stock, so they can't. Excuse me. The frog and its family in my sinus cavities. They didn't have it in stock, and you can't order it if it's not in stock. So I'm like, oh, thank you for that, Best Buy. I guess who's going to get their service now? Amazon. So we're going to be ordering that today. I was able to get a SD card and a thumb drive, which was needed. So now I have another thumb drive so I can put stuff on there because I've already filled up my last one. And the fact that I needed a work SD card minus my personal one that I'm using right now. So I'm glad to get my SD card back or get a new one. So I'm just so happy about that. But anyway, I got an unexpected birthday present, which was a phone. Guys, I got a new phone. Crazy. So the guy that serviced us, he was excellent, amazing. He was funny, amusing, but he was very informative, good at his job, so we were able to banter back and forth with also getting what we wanted. So Mom and I have got the same exact phone. I'll show it to you briefly, but I'm going to do a whole video haul on what I got for my birthday this year, so that'll explain more to it, but I'll show you briefly of what it looks like. So there it is in all its glory. I'll tell you what it is later. Mom almost contemplated getting an iPhone. I was like, Mom, you're going to the dark side. Don't go to the dark side. Stay in the light. I'm just kidding. I just joke about that. Some people are Apple fans. I am not. I am more of an Android. I've always had Androids. To which his own, If you're an Android fan, by all means, just like me. If you're an Apple fan, by all means. If, it's all about opinions or what your preference is. So mine, obviously, we've always been Android fans. She almost converted to the wrong side. I'm just kidding. The Apple side, but the guy convinced her not to, because the phone that we have now is very similar to hers old one. Oh my gosh, her phone was such a fickle. It was so old that it wasn't converting. He had to do it the old-fashioned way and have a cord plug in. And of course, they changed the plugs. And so, I think it's like Type-C or whatever nowadays. Most newer phones that have Type-C, they don't have what we have now, our old stuff. So, they had to find a converter to put into the plug and then plug it into hers. So, they convert pretty much everything that was back into her old phone into her new phone. Majority of her contacts and everything, photos and stuff, were in her new one. But she didn't have all the apps, so she'll have to go through that and figure that out. But mine was lickety-split. I had Bluetooth and it just Bluetooth through it, so mine was not being difficult. We expected to have hers. But yeah, she was going to trade it in to see how much money she could get out of it. Guess how much money she would have gotten out of it. 0. That's right. They would have gotten nothing out of it. Her phone is a dinosaur. Mine was even a dinosaur. They don't make LGs no more. They make appliances such as washer and dryers and refrigerators and possibly something else. I'm not sure all what's out there. But they don't make cell phones and LGs. I was kind of disappointed because I really like LGs. I really loved them. And I was accustomed to them, but they don't make them anymore. So I got something else. And I'm still trying to get used to this one. I will admit this has so much more storage. Oh my gosh. Guys, it has 235 gigabytes. Ah. I almost bought the one that has like the standard gigabytes, is now 120, which would have been amazing if I had gotten the Google Pixel 6 whatever. But I was debating. I was like, I think I'm gonna regret it if I don't get what I have now. So I got this one, and it has a 235 gigabytes. Ooh, that's gonna come in handy so much for both Mom and I. We do have the same phone, but it obviously is different. Mine has a clear case, hers has a blue one, which very much matches her color of her phone. But yeah, mine's to my personality, and I thought about putting like a sticker behind it, not on it, but like in between the casing and the not directly on it, just have it floating inside of there. But and then that way I can change it out if I wanted to. But I want one of my Jesus stickers. Mom's like, she went from being almost 31 to 11. I was like, it's not like I'm sticking a Hello Kitty sticker or a rainbow or a unicorn of some kind. It's a Jesus encouraging sticker, okay? It's not like I still gotta put my own stamp on it. My personality, that's just how I am. Okay? Get over yourself. And then I got, of course, some accessories with it. Oh, something new about them nowadays is that they don't have like the stick-on. Now a lot of people with new phones already know this, but I didn't know. They don't have the stick-on crack screen type thing. They don't have the screensaver. Yeah, they don't have the stick-on sticker anymore. They have it's called a liquid glass. I'm like, ooh, okay. Don't know how that really works, but it's obviously a wipe. They have to clean it, and then there's 2 steps, so you have to clean it, and then 5 minutes between the cameras and the screen, you have to rub that sucker on and make sure it goes all in, and somehow it dries and then hardens, and there you go. I'm like, okay. Stuff is evolving constantly. I'm like, okay, alright, fascinating. It lasts for a year, so that's another thing you have to invest in, is another screen protector. I'm like, oh, lovely, because screen protectors, for me, for the most part, will have lasted years, since I'm pretty much careful, except for yesterday. I accidentally dropped it already. Came out of my pocket while I was trying to I was going in the bathroom, I was trying to pull my shorts back up, and it fell in my pocket. So it didn't land on anything hard, and it landed on the back of it, but nonetheless, I was like, no, less than 24 hours of getting this phone, I've already dropped it. Lovely, but there's no scratches, no nothing, so, and it was on a bathroom floor, and it wasn't tile, it wasn't ceramic, it wasn't, it was just the typical semi-soft flooring, so like you couldn't have landed on a carpet or something. Been a lot better, but anyway. Yeah, I'm excited, I'm grateful, I'm happy. I have a working phone, I have more storage, is what I really wanted. Mom has definitely a working phone. When she voice texts, it comes out correctly. She was like, oh my gosh, this is such amazing thing now that I have something that actually works. I'm like, yes, finally. Way overdue, but yes, finally. But anyway, we thought about getting Ricky one for his birthday, but we don't know exactly what he wants yet. If he wants to upgrade, or if he simply wants, or obviously he wants to think about and ponder and see what he wants, so that's on him. So we didn't get him one, so I guess whenever he wants to get one, he'll get one, so. Anyway, I have chores to do today. I think Mom's planning on vacuuming. She says I'll do it since I kind of volunteered to mow this time. It has been getting cold the last couple mornings. I don't understand that situation. Like, I came down yesterday and it was 48 degrees on the thermometer. Why is it getting winter temperatures again? I don't know. And I woke up this morning, it was cold again in my room, so I was like, oh, it must be cold outside then. But anyway, at least it won't be too hot to mow like it was last couple weeks, so I am going to go outside and mow. So I am going to get myself going, eat, and then go out and mow. So you'll see me later. Okay guys, it is evening. Oh my gosh, I don't know what or how I always seem to do this with the vlogs, where I film in the morning all through the mid-morning, afternoon, close, and then wait till the close to the evening to film anything else. But anyway, I got a lot done today. I vacuumed, which I was not planning on doing. I mean, originally I was, but then Mom says I'll do it because I was gonna mow, which I did mow outside, hence why my face is so red. It's like, how much more can my face get red? Like, how much more redder is it gonna get? Anyway, then I got some red on my arms as well, but my face is a tomato at the moment. Excuse me. Frog's still there. Gotta love that. But yeah, I mowed and then I came in. Oh my gosh, I cannot tell you how ridiculous. Our yard is just full of like dirt patches. I don't know why, but the grass doesn't grow that well in some areas. But dirt is just constantly flying. I cannot tell you how many times dirt was flying in my face. And yes, I wore sunglasses, but nonetheless, it still managed to get into my eyes. Between that, bugs, and then grass, whoosh, yeah. And then our field out that way is so, I mean, our yard is ripples and it's a hill. We're living on a mountain hill area. But the moles are so bad that I was like this, trying to get over some of that bumps there, but I was like, I need an ATV to get through here. Oh my gosh. So that was annoying. But I managed to get all of it done. The areas that are the safe zones. And I had to blow myself off with the air compressor because dirt was all over me. So yeah, and then after that, the time I got done mowing, Mom and Zachary going up to the church to bring stuff home. And I think they went out for lunch to IHOP. I was invited, but I personally am like restaurant done for a while because I'm just like, I need to eat better. I need to stop eating out, and I'm just kind of tired of eating out. So yeah, I didn't go. Plus I'm just not okay with town, so I'm just like avoid at all times if I can. Excuse me. So then after that, I fixed lunch, and then I had my lunch break watching videos of some sort, and then I was getting tired, but I was like, the vacuuming needs to be done, so I went and vacuumed. I didn't even worry about dusting because I knew that would take even longer. I wasn't worried about that. Our house is, I mean, it is dusty, but it's not crazy disgusting. So I was like, no, we're not gonna do it this week. Wait till next week. And then I started my laundry, so I'm almost done. I only have the last load in the dryer. I took a nap because much needed. I was exhausted. Worked on my puzzles some. I've been working on my dots. Oh, speaking of which, I got some beef with this one. Or I guess you say it's more of a disappointment. Or I should say, as the British would say, I'm gutted. I'm definitely gutted with this because I anticipated, I mean, it's pretty decent size portrait. It's way bigger. It's like twice the size of, or 3 times, or whatever size from my last one. As you can tell, the Yorkie one I did from top to bottom, all diamonds. I anticipated doing this one all diamonds. Unfortunately, the black part, the canvas part, is not all diamonds. It's just the Central Perk thing. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay. So just this part is all diamonds. This part is just canvas. Like, what? I mean, my grandmother paid quite a bit of money for this, not gonna lie. These are pretty expensive. This should all be diamonds. For this much, how much this cost, this should have been all diamonds. That is quite a disappointment, and I'm very gutted about it. And my grandma, if you're seeing this, you would probably agree with me. This is quite ridiculous. But I'm still gonna do it. I still will love it. But yeah, I'm quite upset that this is not... Yeah. Whoever made this, you should be ashamed of yourself. You should have made all of this diamonds. It would have been so much prettier. Not gonna lie, like, come on. See how shiny and nice that looks? This should have been all shiny and nice. Oh, shoot. I just dumped some diamonds, so I have to clean that up. But, oh my gosh. Oh, that's not the first time I've done that, by the way. I've done that one other time. It's a good thing there's plenty of these things, so if I dropped a few, it's not so bad. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that's kind of my upset moment of not having that all done. Yes, it would have taken a long time, but honestly, I would have felt better with it having all diamonds, or these plastic little diamond things. I'm sure anyone who does diamond painting would agree with me, like that should have been completely diamond egg. Oh shoot, my mom was supposed to order my lens today. I haven't got to it yet. Might have to do it tomorrow. If we don't get it done today, I'll go downstairs and ask Mom later, but if we can do that, or we can just do it tomorrow, we'll see. Either way. So yeah, that's the only disappointment with this thing. Other than that, I still really like it. It would have been really nice even with the logo, because the logo down here could have had diamonds on it, and even the dots in between. Obviously the small print wouldn't have mattered. I wouldn't have worried about that, but yeah. Camelot dots, you've got some explaining to do. Anyway, guys, it is everybody's favorite time to vlog. Oh shoot, the battery. I was looking at the battery and it's blinking, so we're gonna get a battery and then we'll get to Bible time. Okay, fresh battery. We're all Gucci around here. I am so glad that I have more than one battery, because that would suck, pardon my French, if I didn't have more than one battery. And I kind of wish my one other, because technically I have 3, but the one that the extra spare one, it's bubbled. I think I've showed you in one of my previous vlogs a while back, probably last year or something, that it's bubbled, and I'm not sure why. I mean, it'll still work, but it get kind of stuck inside my camera and I have a hard time getting it out. I do get it out eventually, but it's That's why I don't use it very often, because I'm like, ugh, it can be a pain in the rear. I got my Bible, but I didn't get my devotional book. Ooh. Okay. Got it. Alright, it's everybody's favorite time of the vlog, Bible time. So, we're in Leviticus chapter 2, and it's called Procedures for the Grain Offering. When you present grain as an offering to the Lord, the offering must consist of choice flour. You are to pour olive oil on it, sprinkle with frankincense, and bring it to Aaron's sons, the priest. The priest will scoop out a handful of flour, moisten with oil together with all the frankincense, and burn this representative portion on the altar. It is a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. Well, I'm sure I will say this is more of a pleasing aroma than the last one, like the lambs and the goats. But that would definitely not smell as bad, in my opinion. Okay, the rest of the grain offering will then be given to Aaron and his sons. This offering will be considered a most holy part of the special gifts presented to the Lord. If your offering is a grain offering baked in the oven, it must be made of choice flour. It says choice flour, but what exactly does that mean? Is it wheat? Is it almond? I don't know if they made almond flour back then, but you know, we have options nowadays, so I'm not sure what kind of flour are they talking about. Is it wheat? Barley? I don't know. Doesn't say specifically. Now I just lost my place. That's lovely. Okay, if your offering is a grain offering baked in an oven, it must be made of choice flour, but without any yeast. So it doesn't rise, it's going to be flat. Just like if you were using cauliflower flour. It may be presented in the form of thin cakes mixed with olive oil or wafers spread with olive oil. That's a lot of olive oil. If your grain offering is cooked on a griddle, it must be made of choice flour mixed with olive oil but without any yeast. Break it into pieces and pour olive oil in it. It is a grain offering. If your grain offering is prepared in a pan, it must be made of choice flour and olive oil. Again, what is choice flour? I don't know. No matter how a grain offering for the Lord has been prepared, bring it to the priest, who will present it presented at the altar. The priest will take a representative portion of the grain offering and burn it on the altar. It is a special gift, a pleasing aroma to the Lord. The rest of the grain offering will then be given to Aaron and his sons as their food. This offering will be considered a most holy part of the special gifts presented to the Lord. Do not use yeast in preparing any of the grain offerings you present to the Lord, because no yeast or honey may be burned as a special gift presented to the Lord. You may add yeast and honey to an offering of the first crops of your harvest, but there must never be offered on the altar as a pleasing aroma to the Lord. Season all your grain offerings with salt to remind you of God's eternal covenant. Never forget to add salt to your grain offerings. If you present a grain offering to the Lord from the first portion of your harvest, bring fresh grain that is coarsely ground and roasted on a fire. Put olive oil on this grain offering and sprinkle with frankincense. The priest will take a representative portion of the grain and moisten with oil, together with all the frankincense, and burn it as a special gift presented to the Lord. Here's a sidebar called salt. The grain offerings were seasoned with salt as a reminder of the people's covenant, the contract with God. Salt is a symbol of God's activity in a person's life. It penetrates, preserves, and acts as a healing agent. God wants to be salt in you, penetrating every aspect of your life, preserving you from the evil all around, cleansing you from your sin. And that is chapter 2 of Leviticus. Alright, so it is devotion time, so let's see what book we're going into. And this is titled Scout, or Scoot. No, it's Scoot Way Over. We're still in Job, okay. Job chapter 28. Okay. Chapter 28. Verses what? 20 through 28. Okay. But do people know where to find wisdom? Where can they find understanding? It is hidden from the eyes of all humanity. Even the sharp-eyed birds in the sky cannot discover it. Destruction and death say, "We've heard only rumors of where wisdom can be found." God alone understands the way to wisdom. He knows where it can be found, for he looks throughout the whole earth and sees everything under the heavens. He decided how hard the winds should blow and how much rain should fall. He made the laws of the rain and laid out a path for the lightning. Then he... Did I go past it? No, okay. Then he saw wisdom and evaluated it. He set it into place and examined it thoroughly. And this is what he says to all humanity. The fear of the Lord is true wisdom. To forsake evil is real understanding. Okay. Connor is 4 years old and blind. He knows that he doesn't see so well, but for the most part he gets around just fine. When his grandma moved, Connor faced the challenge of a new environment. Certain parts of the house posed no problems. He could tell the difference between the dining room and the living room because the flooring changed from wood to carpet. The steps, however, he did require some practice. The railing was only on one side. Each time Connor approached the stairs, he whispered his grandma's words to himself: "Scoot way over and hold the rail." Connor's not fearful, he's wise. In fact, many people are shocked to learn he's blind. And he said to man, "The fear of the Lord, that is wisdom, and to shun evil is understanding." Like Connor, Job had discovered a link between fear and wisdom. Job's fear of the Lord is what led him to righteousness. Some Christians want to know how close they can get to evil without actually committing a sin, while the wise choose to scoot way over and to hold the Father's hand. Do you flirt with evil, trying to decide how close is too close? Explain. I'm not gonna lie, I have... I feel like we all do this at some point. We all know what is right and wrong, especially those who are believers, or even those who aren't believers. Like, you know what is right and what is wrong, instead you still do it anyway. We're all human, we're all guilty of that. So yes, if I had to say, yeah, I have flirted with evil stuff. Not proud of it, obviously, but I do know when to stop before I go over the edge, because I haven't totally rebelled against God, and yeah, I haven't totally gone so far off where I'm totally rebelling and then forsake God, but I have done some bad things, so I'm not proud of it again. What does fearing the Lord mean to you? Being reverent, being whole, knowing that he is holy, and knowing what is good, and try to do your best to please the Lord, do things that will please the Lord, not to forsake him. So that is basically what fearing the Lord means to me. So that is our Bible study for the day, or Bible devotion, I should say. So, I wonder what you guys think fearing the Lord means, because for me personally, that just means keeping him holy,
forsaking things that are, you know, is wrong. I mean, it's not always easy, not gonna lie, but yeah, try to do what is good and pleasing to the Lord. Anyway, I'm gonna go check on what Mom's doing and see if she wants to order that lens today, or if we're gonna do that tomorrow. I'm not sure. Our day has been kind of kooky today and it hasn't gone the way we wanted it, but things are getting done nonetheless. Anyway, I'm probably just gonna work on my dots the rest of the evening, probably some on my puzzle, and then just watch whatever. So that is my Friday. I don't know. I'm not gonna be filming tomorrow because it's Saturday. I will say I'm working Monday, so I will not be filming Monday. I'm not looking forward to it. It's a long day. It's one house, but we're starting from top to bottom. We've done this house before, but it was going to be sold and they didn't get it sold, and so it's been a long time since we've actually came back and cleaned their house. So I guess since they liked what we did previously, they're gonna hire us back and we're gonna be cleaning, but I'm not looking forward to the deep cleaning. Yeah. And then my birthday is on Tuesday. I'm still working obviously that day, and then obviously Wednesday and Thursday, so I won't be filming again until next Friday. Give you an update then, but I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. As always, keep on smiling, stay positive as much as you can. I know it's not always easy. I'm trying to remind myself to do that despite what's going on around me. Yes, I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.